Ba 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 ba. Oh my gosh. All right. So Roxy, when you start, make sure you start strong with whatever you do. So let's take it again. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Welcome. 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 Here we are. My gosh. Weeks and weeks and weeks of fun. I'm so glad to be with you folks today. Thank you so much for coming on in and saying hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Look at us. Having a fun old time. Touring around this little city. What kind of mischief can we get into? Who knows? I want to give props to my friends that I got to hang out with at Unnamed and Solo's party last night in VR. Yeah, they're very, very good beans that put together a party for everybody. Yeah, I want to thank y'all for coming in and seeing me here and giving me advice on how to help out a stream and making plans with me for maybe future collabs. I'm very, very excited. Very, very into the idea. Straight Fox, hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, things are going great. I just happened to be coming right in from my appearance on that Freckles' stream, where they had a fantastic special session today, as they're doing kind of a little bit of a subathon, a little bit of a special stream, special event stream, and that is making sure that they can fund their friend Tyel's mom's cancer bills. And I'm glad I got to help be on there and chat and get, you know, spring people along in terms of like, where's my brain? Oh yes, just to cheer people on and help people along to help out Tyel. I guess I will share that fundraiser here. Since I was just there a few minutes ago, I will share it here as well. They have a link in their chat for that. It's the best I can do here. Yeah. Tyel is a nice furry artist who's been on the stream, and it's fantastic that they're that Freckles and Ash Coyote are putting on streams and helping to support their friend. So I'm really glad that they're doing that. So what are we gonna do over here, everybody? This is my art day. I like to do an art day every week because I'm an artist. Deep down to the bones, I'm an artist. Y'all get to see my VTuber that I made myself with Live 2D. I was able to animate myself by drawing myself and going in and all that good stuff, animating myself. So this is an example of my art, and I've been able to wear it, perform it, while playing Stardew Valley 2 days a week, and it's been heckin' fun. We had kind of a grab bag yesterday. That grab bag was making a vote on what the heck we were gonna do, and y'all voted yes to a VR chat stream. So we got to see the fun stuff that is trying to run VR chat and OBS at the same time. Enjoy it. So yeah, I put out a short today, just shouting out my friend Duffluff. Duffluff was fantastic because they were able to go into my Discord and shut down a bot raid that was taking place as soon as I hit on stream. As lots of my friends were like, Discord needs your attention right now. Discord needs your attention. I'm like, I'm in VR. I'm not near my keyboard. Help. So Duffluff was able to save my life. Well, at least, you know, shut down a bad actor. And thank you so much, Duffluff. So yeah, because of that, I put out a short this morning. Me giving props to Duffluff yet again. My first collab. Yeah. So I'm very, very happy that I got to share that bit of love. I'd put my hands up in a heart shape if it was possible for me to animate my arms. We're not there yet. So here's where we're at. So happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. If you're anywhere near where I'm at in Pennsylvania, you'll notice a bit of crazy weather. But luckily here on stream, there's no crazy weather to speak of. So it's working out okay. Let's go to the my schedule stream. Bye-bye. Where are we at? Here's where we're at. Here is the last day of this week. And usually this is a great time for me to pop up next week's schedule, but I don't got it yet. Because next week is going to be special. Next week is going to be special because Thursday next week is Virality Sumna, and that is a virtual convention. Studio says it's cold in Ohio, 57. What the? Yeah, it's chilly. It's chilly, Willy. Why is Roxy cold? Roxy don't want to be so cold. Blah blah blah. It's summertime. Is it summertime? Well, tomorrow is June, so that kind of feels like summer. I don't know. But here's where we're at. So this week was fun. We got to do a 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern stream on Tuesday for Stardew Valley. Wednesday, we started at 4, and I told everybody, warned everybody, I was going to be a 6-hour stream because we had a goal. And that goal was to get to the bottom of the Stardew Valley mine by end of stream. We started at floor 80, got ourselves down to floor 120, and we hit the jackpot because we hit our goal. I probably should have done some kind of a redeem or some kind of a monetary goal with it, but no, I'm okay with the goal that we set, and that was to just get something done by end of stream. I'm addicted to that game, so I'm glad I can share my addiction with y'all. Fun time with it. And because Friday was grab bag, either game or collab, it wound up being game, and it wound up being VR chat. We had a fun time just sitting and chatting. VR chat's a social game, so if I'm streaming VR chat, I can't normally stream with other people. Go like, hey, how are you? By the way, you're being streamed. By the way, you're a part of the entertainment of me. I hope you like me enough to be an actor in this thing that I'm not going to pay you for. So that's why you don't see other people in my VR chat stream. Wolfgang Cake, hello. 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 My gosh, I'm going to shout out my friend Wolfgang Cake, because he's out here, he's making fantastic art. He's trying to entertain people with his artwork. I'm loving your stuff on TikTok. Yeah. Wolfgang Cake was last seen playing art. We're going to be playing some art today. We're going to be playing art. We're having an art day. Art day today. So let's do that. So I normally go from this screen over to Marbles on Stream, get people ready for a game, but art isn't really a game. We can try to make it like a game. Marshmallow Bit says, I'd be cool goofing around with you in VR. See if you ever want a dog barking on screen. I'd be safe with you. You know, I like to say I'm friends with a lot of dogs. Being a cat, it's dangerous to be friends with dogs. I know it. I know what I'm doing. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good having friendship with dogs. And Marshmallow Bits is a very good bean. Fantastic personality. It would be an honor to hang out with VR chat with you. Yeah. So I'm gonna have Sunday and Monday off. I'm gonna put some time into putting on some new redeems. I'm working on. Should I even tell you, or should we make it something to have in the future? I'm doing the throwing, the Twitch integrated throwing system, or TITS for short. People have been saying they want to see tits on my stream, so I'm like, all right, let's get it going. Let's get it going, Bossa Nova. So this is how we'll do it. Yeah, because like everything's fun and happy and head pets and everything, but like all my more successful streaming friends are getting abused all the time. So I want to have that open. Anybody that wants to abuse me, maybe that's the secret to a future growth. Abuse. Who knows? So that's where that's at. Abuse. Upcoming abuse, everybody. So let's go here to the art scene, everybody. Pachow. Uh-oh. Let me turn my art thing on. Hey, is my paw hopping and bopping around. Ba 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 ba. Let me make my art visible. Pachow. Is this even close? Dang it. For some reason I can't get my hand to properly sync up to where my mouse is. You see, it's like it's moving more than where my mouse is. I had it going perfectly last time, and now it's just off. Is it annoying? I'm gonna turn it off. This is just not accurate. Turn it off so I can focus. Focus on making the art stuff. So we got emotes. We were doing emotes last time. And we had crazy hype trains. We had hype train level 3 last Saturday. That was heckin' crazy. That was beyond anything I'd had before. Finny, thank you so much for coming by. Hello, hello. I was telling the gang here that I'm going to be coming up with more redeems for people to use their channel points on. I noticed that people are doing so much of like stretch, hydrate, stretch and hydrate, hydrate, stretch, 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 hydrate. It's like, I didn't give you guys anything else to use your points on. Everybody's saving up all their biddies and their numbers and bits. And you know what? I can help. Thank you. See, Vinny knows what's up. Vinny knows what's up. Vinny knows what's up. Wow, happy. You know, that's great. But I need to make that available for people with channel points. Cause you gotta like spend bits. You gotta spend biddies on that. Posture check. Thank you so much, Jin. I will posture. I will check my posture. I'm already sore and I just started. My mom used to say, don't get old. Don't get old, she said. So we'll see how that goes. So here's where we're at so far. I got room for more emotes. We made a little hype train thingy. I didn't put that one as an available thing. I was thinking that will appear on screen, and maybe I'll animate it during a hype train thing. I'll like, because I don't know how to make it pop up automatically. I'll make it like something that appears on the screen during that. So yeah, I think we need a new screen. Since this is emotes 2, we got a big pile of emotes. We unlocked more emotes as we've gotten sub points. You know that? Yeah, gray muzzles rule. Aw, thank you, Wolfgang. Don't let them know that. don't let them know that we make all the rules, all of our mistakes for them to figure out and solve. Yeah, Jen, it was a pleasure hearing your voice for the very, very first time. I've been a fan of your artwork for as long as I can remember, and it was a very, very nice time sitting with you on Freckles' stream. Did I already shout that person out? Did I shout out Freckles? I'm gonna shout out Freckles again because they were very, very nice to have me on as a guest. All right. So we had a visit from Sudhir today. Sudhir and I are on the staff of Anthrocon. And I didn't think I would be on the staff of Anthrocon in the many years that I've been here in Pennsylvania. But I wanted to... I guess it was kind of a surprise that I wound up on the staff, because after watching the closing ceremonies of Anthrocon, they gave props to the voice and the character actor of Anthrocat, the virtual mascot of Anthrocon. And then she said, by the way, Roxy Cat and Tater, you're now on staff. So from home watching that, I was like, damn it. And I saluted. I'm like, all right, hey boss, I'm on it. So I'm actually going to be at Anthrocon this year because of that. Because of that reason only. And so if you have tuned in to the Anthrocon social media, Blue Sky, Twitter, X, all the bits and bobs, you'll see a virtual cat with the colors of Anthrocon, black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, that one. That's the voice of my friend Tater. The copy is written by the Anthrocon staff, as there's lots of really important information being given to the people coming to that convention. Information like, you gotta get on that attendance. You gotta get on the pre-reg, because this is the very, very first year in the long 3,000 years of history of Anthrocon, that the very, very first time that they've put a cap on the registration. That's right, we've arrived. We've arrived in the days where a cap needs to be put on registration. Because the venue, the enormous venue, still can only hold a certain number of people safely. A certain number of people safely. And there's rules to that. There's fire marshal rules to that. Like, if you've gone to conventions like FWA, MFF, and the other major conventions, you're going to notice that there's rules on, you can't go to the dealer's room yet, because dealer's room can only have a certain number of people. We got a stretch redeem from Izzy. Thank you, thank you. Blah, my arms are up and you can't see it. That's something that I got to do yesterday. On the stream yesterday in VR chat, I got to actually put my arms up for a good stretch. Yeah. Love to be dealer, yeah. Yeah. Yep. But yeah. It's like you can only fit a certain number of people safely in a room. In a hotel room, in a convention center. You can only fit a certain number of people. I remember when the very, very first year we moved to the Philadelphia Convention Center, not Philadelphia, Pittsburgh Convention Center, the DLCC, the David L. something Convention Center. David Lawrence, I think that's what it was. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I remember the very, very first year. And I was like, wow, this place is huge. This is too big for us. There'll never be enough furries to fill this place. Little did I know, time would pass. And that furry would get more popular. That, like, every year, there'd be more furries. It's weird. You would think that, like... All right. Put on your joke hats, all right? Let's put on our joke hats. That, like, so much of furry is gay. How are there more? How are they breeding more? Eh? Was that good? All right, you can take your joke hats off now. Dust them off. Nice. But yeah, furry has gotten bigger every year. And because of that, our venues, our furry conventions, have been getting bigger. Bigger, stronger, thicker, rounder. But, like, hotels? They're the same size. They're not building the conventions bigger. They're not building the convention halls bigger. There's only so much room. Now virtual conventions, on the other hand. And I'll talk about Virality, which is what we're going to be going to next week. Virality Sumna is a Sumna good time, because I can go to a convention without leaving my house. Without leaving my house. That's the goal. Be able to see my friends without leaving the house. That's what got me onto VR. Just like, I don't leave the house. I don't want people to see me in the meat space. I am vulnerable in the meat space. I gotta put on makeup. People can see that I am girl. Now, I look pretty damn good with makeup. But it's easier to put a VR bucket on my head and see my friends. It's easier to put a bucket on my head and say, my friends are in the bucket. You don't see that, my friends, but my friends are in the bucket. Okay. I'll go sit in the padded wagon. Can I bring my bucket? Yeah. We should probably draw something. Oh my god. We're 20 minutes in. We didn't even draw anything. You're slipping, Roxy. Yeah, you're slipping. You're slipping. Hi, Jiguan. Yonderville says, if I ever found the time, I'd be nice to go to a con once. For once to meet peeps. You think you want to. It's nice to go to a con if you got a plan. If you know you're gonna see be in certain places in certain times, certain days, see certain people, certain times, certain days. Go out to eat with friends, make memories and stuff. But if your plan is to try to get from one side of the convention to another in a certain amount of time, and between you and that other thing is like thousands and thousands of people, it's gonna take some time. You gotta plan ahead to have a really good time. I'm doing okay, G-Quan. I'm talking about Anthrocon. I get to go there and go to a panel called Meet Anthrocat. And I am one of the people. One of the links in the chain is bringing you the awesomeness of Anthrocat, the virtual mascot, Anthrocon. Yeah. Then he says, the thing is, when I take time off work, my usual goal is also take time off having to follow schedules. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've used Anthrocon as an artist, sit down at Artist Alley table and work. I've used it as a place to work. But I'm in the habit of, I was working full time before I lost my job, so that I used Anthrocon as a vacation to get away from work. So I wound up disappointing a lot of people because I wasn't drawing in their books. I was instead catching my breath. Thank you, Sue dear. I was just talking about Anthrocon. Hopefully I get to see you at Anthrocon. You got a hug coming. You got a hug coming, Sue dear. I'm gonna hug you and Benny. Hug is coming. I can't lift my arms up, but a hug is coming. Hug is coming. Hug. So, just letting you know. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I get to see you. You get that hug. You get that hug. Yeah. We're saving up our hug for our friend. So yeah. Yeah, and thank you so much for being on staff and bringing me into the staff and giving us guidance on art and branding and all. Art. Hey, there's some art here. It's art day. You've tuned in my stream today. You're gonna see me draw something. I don't know what I'm drawing, but let me squish this to the side. This was gonna be this. I was gonna make my schedule for next week. Hope y'all don't mind. We got another hydrate from Jen. My voice does something delicious when I'm really, really thirsty. It gets a nice little all right. When I'm really, really thirsty, but luckily water saves it. Yeah, I remember you in cons, Finny, back in the day. RFM there, we call Finny. Yeah. It was very nice to meet you. Because you, among many folks, were like, thought that I was gonna be a weirdo, dangerous, whoever, because I dressed in a weird, funny fursuit. I was trans, and I was trying to figure out how to express that. And then you talked to me, and you realized I was just a person. I just wore a funny costume, and I think we hit it off pretty well. And I'm really appreciative of the fact that we met. Because I think everyone out there, you don't know someone unless you give them a chance, right? You just don't know them. You can make your assumptions. Oh, that person is this or that or whatever, based on how they look. Then when you actually talk to them, might change. All right, so there's last week's schedule. Let's work on this week. Let's do this real quick. June 2nd. June 2nd to, that is Sunday. June 2nd to the 8th. Right? To the 8th. To 8. All right, let's stretch it out here. Looks real good. All right, and we'll pick a different color. Let's do that one. You can tell it's different from last week because it's a different color. All right, I'm gonna be at Virality Sumna on Thursday, Friday. I think I'll take a break from it on Saturday to do art with y'all. And I'll be there on Sunday as well. So I want to show off Virality Sumna for Friday. Yeah. You remember the Roxy Cat suit? Yeah, Roxy Cat suit went through lots of fun shapes over the years. Let me see if I can pull up a version of it. Hopefully it doesn't get me knocked off of the old Twitch. The old Twitch stream. Yeah. How about 18 years ago? Let's look 18 years ago. I can't say my age because of TOS. But y'all can do some math. Pictures. Photos. I have a treasure trove of art. I mean, photos from conventions where I wore a funny costume. The very, very plasticky suit I got in 2002. 2002, 25 minus 2 is 23. 23 years ago, I got the very, very plasticky suit. And it had a story, it had a history. So let me find a year where I kind of felt confident. I had gone on stage at Anthrocon for a furry dance competition because I was invited in there just for fun. And I thought there was room that someone could go up there and dance as a comedy bit. Comedy. And to not be good. But I found in doing it, I felt kinda humiliated. And that was me. That was just totally me. I felt so humiliated from it that I immediately, at the end of my bit, walked off stage, caught my breath, and decided to go and start doing Power 90 and later P90X. And I lost 40 pounds. And I was in shape. I looked pretty good. Because I wanted to be better. I wanted to make the fursuit look better. I didn't care about my health. I cared about how my fursuit looked. Because that's what it's all about. If I'm making something come to life, right? My fursuit, wearing my fursuit for me, was making something come to life. So I wanted to do my best at doing that. Where the heck is a good year? Can't find one. 2008? Is that any good? That's good enough. I don't want to spend all day on this. Hey, bada bing. I don't think I was in too horrible a shape there. Like if you see my chest, it's like a lighter color pink, right? So I tried to figure out, like, I want to have like 2 different colors for this spandex bodysuit that I sweat through. So I'll just cut holes in the thing. So everyone I talked to was just like, "Oh, are those was your nipples? No! No! Ugh. So, that didn't go so good. That didn't go so good. But yeah. This was me trying to figure it out. I wanted to look cool for everybody with my plasticky head. Hi everybody, I'm Mexican. Yeah. Is that my actual butt? I'm wearing padding. You can see by this very, very square shape on here. I'm wearing padding, Finny. I wasn't that big. Not as big as my character. So yes, away with you. Yeah. So for the future of like what I could say in terms of recommendations for people wearing fursuits, if you're gonna wear spandex, like that's up to you. You can probably last a little bit longer without taking breaks and getting water. But I'll say try to be in shape or have like really good padding or something, because like a fursuit, that fluffy fur and everything, it hides a lot of like, it hides the seams of your costume. So it looks nicer. That's in my opinion. All right, so that's that. Wednesday, I want to go for longer. Maybe I'll put on here that I'll be a 10-hour, 6-hour stream. Is that this one? Nope. Saturday. Nope. That one. That one. Is that this one? This one. All right. We're going to make this one 4 to 10, just so everyone sees it. Because I know me, I'm really addicted to that Stardew Valley. Boom. We're going to go 4 to 10 Eastern Time, GMT -4. Okay. Yay. Convenient. This worked so good. Great job, Roxy Cat. Great job. Beta says, oh, I actually do have advice on that. As someone who's worn see-through-ish uniform before, make sure that you've got on underneath doesn't clash with the color of the spandex. Yeah, because like I wanted to show off that like my chest is like a different color. Like Tom from Tom and Jerry. He was a cat that had a lighter gray chest. I wanted to do that for my character. I'm also a toon cat, like Tom from Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry was a cartoon from the 60s that y'all are probably not old enough to remember. But there were some great cartoons from it back in the day. Let's see. So that's that. Thursday we'll still have off. Friday, Gamer Collab. It's... Oops. That's going to be different. That's going to be the same time, but it's not going to be Gamer Collab. It's going to be Virality Sumna. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. It's going to be Virality. Virality. Somna. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. Let's change the version of me that's on there. Pop, pop. Let's put a different one of me on there. Ah, this is a very sleepy me. All right. We did it. That didn't take long. This is for week number 9. I think it's week 9 or week 10. We're doing it. Done. All right, cool. I'll put that on all my information as we go forward. I'll make sure it's on my Blue Sky, make sure it's on my Discord. If anybody's curious about when I stream, I will make that as available as I possibly can. And of course, the information will be available on my Twitch. There's a schedule tab on my Twitch page. So I'm not actually on. You can't actually ask me. You'll see the tab. It'll say when I'll be streaming, what I'll be streaming. I want to make it available. Because if somebody has a question, I want to have that answered. Let's have a new page. Boom. All right. I want to put that up here. This is going great. All right. Good, good, good. All right. So what do we got left in terms of emotes? Because I want to do something good. I want to have good emotes. I want people to laugh and want to use them. And that's hard. It's hard doing things because you don't know what people are going to like until you strike it. You figure it out. All right. Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, I use Clip Studio Paint. There's definitely a lot of ways to go through your ideas with Clip Studio Paint. I used to use Paint Tool Sci. I enjoyed it. I loved inking with Paint Tool Sci because I could just hold down Control, I think, and then easily grab points on the ink lines and then move them around to make it just right. Yeah, you coming over? Coming over from Freckles? Thank you so much, Harris SP. We had a fun time over there chatting about fun things. And supporting Tyel's mom's cancer bill as best as we could. Let's have a little thingamabobber here. We're gonna do let's fill in our areas. We have room for ideas. And I'll make this lighter. More emotes. More emotes. Yeah. Got me and Freckles going. Thanks to your phones. Thank you, Harris. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what should today's emote be? I've been stalling quite a bit. And sorry I've been stalling so long. Yeah. All right. What should we do today? All right. Let me look at what we got. We got the silly faces. Let me also open up my regular emotes for what we got in the very beginning. I wanted to make sure as soon as they were available to fill them up with stuff. There's been 3 more I have to do for a while. All right. Oops. All right. We have the raid, we have hello, we have LOL, we have the POG, WTF, and we have sleeping. A lot of people sleep. You might not know that, but people sleep sometimes. And then our next ones we did were the sus face, the tired, depressed face, the derp face. We have the schniff. We have Popcat. I made a little hype train thingamabobber that I am going to animate. I'm going to animate it. I'm probably not going to animate it today. I'm not feeling the animation stuff happening in my head right now. It rained really hard yesterday. I don't know if I'm feeling down because of the rain, but it's possible. Definitely possible. All right, let's figure this out. What are we doing today? What do we need? What are we missing? We're missing like a really well animated thing of like a character dancing, right? Because like when the channel hits, when there's something intense happening, and everyone wants to party down and do all these emotes of like they're dancing and partying and stuff. Yeah, dancing. Yeah, I'll do a dancey dance. Like I was drawing something that I wanted to animate, but it seemed like I was making it too complex, and I didn't think it was going to shrink down to be an emote very well. So if I do like the top of the character's body, move it around, where the heck is that thing? Oh well, where did I put it? Oh well. Oh well. New dancing. Wolfgang Cake says Roxy twerking. Heck yeah. Just a huge bubble butt going at it. Man. Oh, what do we got? Like Roxy's like super chunky in one avatar. Where do we have it? B. There it is. You can see in that emote, that was a picture of a Roxy with a basketball. So I made her leaping up and going for a basket, and you can see like she's just a chunky lady. She chunky lady. Chunky lady. All right, open. Yeah. I'm really surprised it's not there. Maybe I put it elsewhere. I'm telling you, the more art you do, the harder it is to find the art that you did. All right. I think it might be in here, yeah. Woo! Basketball. Yeah. So in this one, the character had like heart designs on the booty, and this is back when I drew the character's feet really big. But I later on took a nod from Daigo Wolf, who came in here the other day, to make the feet smaller so I could make the butt bigger. Because apparently that was the draw. Apparently it was like it would be smarter for me to make the character's butt bigger. And my eyes swirled for a little while, and then that's how it happened. Harris redeemed Southern accent. Well, howdy. We got ourselves a big old Roxy cat jumping. You hear that pink gals can't jump, but this one is going for it. Just having a swell time. This here was a convention for Tsukiyo. This was the Roxy side, and her character was going for that thing as well. There was a big old sun setting in the background. This little filly, was just having a swell time hopping for it, just thinking about that ball, winning that game. So, if this is lore, if lore is happening with this here image, it's possible, that the character is actually pretty dang active. Now, why Hossifer is this character as active, and yet this character is a chunky lady as well? Well, y'all can be active and chunky at the same time, because y'all can have a base muscularity that supports plus sizes of various persuasions. I even went as crazy wacky wild to put a little thing on the belt there so it could go over the tail, because a tail got to come out there, and if you want to wear a belt, you got to figure out belt and tail, because without a belt, these pants fall right down. Lore. So that's how lore happens in this here picture. Boy howdy. Just a sweet little filly going for that ball. All right. Roxy telling me to like, Roxy, hey, Hossifer, you gotta like let Roxy do the thing. All right. Dang. My gosh. Crazy stuff. We're having fun over here. We're having a fun time. I'm having fun. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm having a great time. Art day is great for me. I'm an artist. Haven't drawn much lately. As you can tell, we're almost at the end of the first hour. I haven't drawn a damn thing. This is why I haven't drawn so much lately. I keep getting distracted. Like, for some reason, I'm just getting distracted for one reason or another. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm just distracted. Just distracted all the time. I can't think of like drawing anything. Things are just distracting me. Yeah, got it going, boss, and over. All right, good. All right, so dancing. Let's have maybe Roxy from the back going for a dance. She's very pink. I'm kind of purplish, because my look is kind of based on an image that a friend put a little bit of blue balancing, color balancing, and they didn't realize they were doing it. So that character wound up being more purplish. So that's what happened. That's why my color changed. Yeah, my fur color changed. All right, cool. So we're gonna go for something I can animate. So we're gonna make a booty, and maybe just like left and right or up and down. I don't know. Hi, Bookster. It was cool seeing you at the party. It was awesome to see you at the party last night. Nice to see you again. Tail. All right. Do. I'd say my shorts are very similar to this photo. But I want this to be animatable. So the cheeks will be on different layers that I can manipulate separately. All right. Happy cat. I'm trying not to have too much detail, because the more in detail, the more stuff that needs to be animated. Yeah. Roxy Chonky. Yeah. Layers. Like a cake. Layers. Roxy Chonky. Blah 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 blah. Maybe I'll is that cool? If I'm scoot back like this a little bit? Is this distracting? I don't want to distract you guys. Roxy Chonky. Hi, Nasty Bandito. It was awesome seeing you at the party last night. Alright. So this be booty. And I'm going to animate this. Hopefully it's not impossible. Because if it's going to be an emote, you can't do too many details because you won't see them. Aw, thank you, Zudiar. Takes a lot of squats to be a big lady. Squat. I thought squat. Blah 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 blah. Could jump through the roof in those. I definitely. I've never tried to. Let's see. Blah. Blah. That didn't totally work. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. This is fun. Streaming is fun. You should try it, Sue dear. I think you'd like it. You can do artwork and stuff. Hammer time. Alright. Alright. Nothing too crazy. Because my imagination goes way too far. And then it becomes something that I can't do. Like that hype train thing. I think I can still animate it. But it's going to take some time to animate it. I gotta, like, focus on what I can do. In terms of being a streamer and stuff, make it be a reward. Yeah. And, like, it could be a redeem award thing, and it just pops on the screen. I haven't figured out how to, like, program Sammy. There's a thing for streamers that's for various animations and things that a redeem will trigger. But I haven't set that up. Anytime that there's a scene change or something like that, I have to trigger myself, except for an alert. That I've been able to do through Twitch. I filmed myself in VR having reactions and things. And that was fun. You get to see me doing stuff. And it's all me. I haven't had the fortune of having enough beans together to commission someone to do art for me. Since I'm an artist, I might as well do stuff for myself as much as I can. Like, once I get a job and stuff, I don't think I'll have the ability to do as much as I currently do. But I'm trying to get a lot of stuff squared away first. Yeah. What's it called? It's called a butt. I'm making I'm making an emote. I probably should, like, squash this down. If I want to make an emote, I can't put too much detail in, or else no one will see it, understand what's happening. So this is I want to make a dance emote. If it's just wiggle, do a wiggle. Maybe I'll make it Roxy wiggle. Because like my VR chat avatar isn't as thick as I've made my VTuber. The VTuber is 100% me of what I was able to control. If I can make this shape happen and with my VR chat avatar, I would do it. I know how to learn how to do it. I just like, do I want to give up 2 or 3 months of time to make it happen, or do I want to focus on other things? Like I can do very specific things. You know what? I think we are at top of the hour. Top of the hour means break. Top of the hour means ad. Let's have our ad break, shall we? Let's have our little ad break. So I'm gonna disappear for 3 minutes, get myself a little breaky break, and then we'll be back later, and then we'll drill down on this shape. Make sure the shape is of the right jiggliness to be hopefully easily animated. That will not crush my spirit. Crush under this something this big. So let's do that, shall we? Yeah. Let's have a little breaky break. See y'all in 3 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope y'all had a good stretch. We all got water, all the good things a break is supposed to be all about. Yeah. This picture, I'm starting to decide. So Bookster just posted a little boogie. It looks like it's only like 3 or so frames, 3 or 4 frames, and then it flips over to a reverse side. You got coffee? Thank you, Sue. Yeah. I think this, I don't know if this one should be the one. Maybe if I do like just a cute little body avatar, it'll be easier for a dancey dance. Cause it like, I'll put this to the side, and I can decide if like that is gonna be the thing. I think it's too complicated. I think I need to be more simple. You never go full simple. Anybody remembers Tropic Thunder? They all right, yeah, they used the wrong word for it. There's a joke about actors when they're deciding to be a character. Thank you, Super Disney Seuss fan. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm deciding to probably not go with the enormous butt image as an emote. Doing okay, Coffee Pot. Didn't get a chance to look at your messages yet, but if it's about like what I can put on my throne in terms of people in the future, hopefully helping pay for possible better computer stuff, so it'd be easier to do VR chat streams. Discord emote instead. Discord emote? Maybe. Chilling in a salt bath after Ren Fair? You know, I gotta remember to do that. I had this bucket for soaking my feet back when my job was working at Target, being on my feet for 8 hours a day. Like, it felt great to like soak my feet, but I never got around to it. Never thought of doing it. I was always doing other stuff. Yeah, salt bath. Good little Epsom salt. Don't eat it, or else you'll eat somebody's face off. Don't do it. Yeah, I want to soak my feet. I'm of the age where I would love that. Like sit in a bath with Epsom salts or something and just let my cares melt away. Yeah, I think I'm of the age to enjoy that. Put that up there. All right, good. Alrighty-roo. Let's make a little Roxy. A little happy fat Roxy. Something that's easy to animate. Just a happy little character. There's a head. Make it like a snowman. There's Uba. Legs. Feet. Yeah. You got lucky with your place? Have a spa style bathtub. Ooh, next to a standing shower. Yeah, I'm so glad you're in a better place now. What's what's a good face when you're dancing? And what kind of face do you make? What's your mouth do? Ooh, ah, ah. Maybe she's going for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, 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 snap. She's going for it. So I'm gonna do like a couple frames, taking this kind of pose, and then yeah. This looks very anime, but I have anime in my blood. Can't do too many details because you won't be able to see them. I'm drawing things you can't see. Drawing things you can't see. Roxy's over here drawing stuff you can't see. What the heck? What the heck am I even doing? What the heck? What are you doing over here? Or teeth. I think that'll read. Couple frames of like arm coming up, other arm going down. I posed my arms like you could see it. I'm posing stuff you can't see. Oh, Coffee Pot has something to ask. Hello. Hello. How hard is life knowing you're so pretty? Ah, you silly goober. You're being a goober over here. You're being a goober. You're being a silly. You're being silly. Oh my gosh. You silly goober. Ah. Wah, 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 wah. That hard. What do I call a trans femme protogen? Transigen? An estrogen? Heck and yeah, hype! Finally, dad jokes have come to furry. An estrogen. Yeah! We did it. Yeah, 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 yeah. See? See? Look at them dancers. That's what I want to do. Oh, I even recognize that little pink thing. That's the cat head. That's this getting head pets, but like they were moving their head up and down, and it looked like the thing is grooving. What's a furry's favorite metal band? It's Slipknot. Oh! Yeah, we went there. That's awesome. And of course, I said it out loud. I gotta learn to like not read the chat, but you know what? I love that. I am all about that joke. Yeah, I'll read things that'll get me in trouble. Ah, mods, please don't be mad. Yeah, Chaos and Freckles stream. Freckles stream was a heckin' good time today. Absolutely. We were there for a good reason, but we were also there to celebrate fun furry art in the forms in which we love. Yeah, we did it. I'm saying stuff I can't say. I think it's at the stage where I can actually start inking stuff and putting stuff on layers. Animation only works if you put it on layers. Then you can take each bit, have each layer do something else. That's what I learned from making a VTuber. Freshly baked croissants. You going to the new SawCon? It's like TwitchCon for furries and in VR. They have a free entrance. Oh my god. Yeah, Wildstyle. That is a good cat dance. And it's only a couple frames. Yeah. I want to make something simple. And like, as fun as it is to take somebody else's work and then trace it, to go like, yeah, it's great because it looks like somebody else's thing that is so dang successful. Like, I don't think I'm cool enough to do that. I don't think I'm quite there yet. Sucker. Oh. did I actually ask Saucon? Did I ask? I think it's close enough. I think that is a clean victory right there, freshly baked croissants. That is a clean victory. Well done. It only works if they ask the question to allow you to say D's nuts. I think I did. I think I really did. I think that is clean. You got this though. You want to try for an up dog? I might fall for an up dog this time. You never know. Today might be your day. I'm using this. This program is Clip Studio Paint. I think I know what you were gonna do. Like, was I gonna ask the thing? Is that how that works? If I ask like what is that? Because a lot of the D's nuts thing you have to ask. It doesn't work unless you actually ask. But because I think it's funnier if I fall for it, and then we go forward with that. CS Paint. Yeah, yeah. I never paid for Adobe products, so I wanted to use something I actually paid for. I managed to get it when it was on sale, but I can't afford to do like, what do you call it? There's it was on sale. That's what I was gonna say. It was on sale on Steam. That's how I was able to get it. I can't afford to do the newest version of Clip Studio Paint because it is like a huge price tag. But it's got really cool things like you can turn any drawing into like a VTuber or something like that. It'll like more easily animate things. Looks fantastic. Can't afford it. I think the hand is not right for it to be understood. I need to make the hand forward. You know, I'm actually starting to get in the groove. If I start to go quiet, that means my brain is actually getting some groove. That's a thing you might notice when you watch art streamers. It's like, oh, we were all having a nice conversation, and then things got quiet. Their eyes started to narrow. Then the art got good. Yeah, just how the brain works. I mean, I personally just don't have the brain power to be able to like entertain and draw at the same time. But I'm doing my best. All right. All right. So let's start inking layers in. This is, yeah. Do I have stockings on my feet? Look up. I don't even know. What's on my feet? I gotta look. Hey, I do have things on. Okay, cool. Good to know. I'll better draw them on the thing. What the heck is going on with my legs? Yeah. Oh yeah? You all relaxed on the sofa? Just let the coziness just sink in. You had a nice day. You worked really hard. Brought home the bacon. Speaking of bacon, I made a lovely bacon and egg sandwich today. I have enough room on my pan to make 2 huge bacon and egg sandwiches. And then I just cut them both in half. I have just a half for breakfast. Yeah. Somebody's being good. And it's like I have the idea to draw something, but having the time to do it, that's always the thing. I just never have the time. Roxy Cat, Smooth Jazz Radio. So, interestingly enough, when I was on Picardo and I was doing art, everybody asked me for not safe for work stuff. But I had fun playing the radio and to say, having kind of like a nice little jam happening. I'd be like, thank you for tuning on the stream. Another rock block. Something like that. I don't know. Radio voice. I'm super introverted and stuff, but I want to say that on VR chat helped me out a lot. Talking to a bunch of strangers. It's actually pretty good. Roxy's like a wrestler here. Jamming. Yeah. I'm gonna make an animated thing of my character jamming. I want to make more emotes and ones that are jamming. Yeah. Nice chill. Nice cozy time. So I'm not even going to draw the R on her shirt because this thing needs to flip over. The animated thing is going to like be a couple frames on this side and then do the same thing and flip over. Mirror image. So, yeah. There's going to be a squash downward and then back up. And then while she's getting squashed down or coming up, arms are going to move, legs going to move, head's going to like rock, maybe head bang. And then it'll flip to the other side and do the same thing. Yeah. And then people are going to go like, whoa. So what's it based on? It actually looks kind of neat. Like I made it up in my head. It's in my brain. I came up with a thing on my own. And if it's popular, that's cool. And if it's not, whatever. I just redeemed a hydrate for myself. That's how cool I was. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Squish that cat. All you need to know is to squish that cat. And you just gently squish them. That's not comfortable for the cat, or that safe, to be honest with you. You just throw a towel on the cat again, squish her with a towel. What you can do is scoop her up, a little football carry, just like that. Butt in your hand, and just squish her tight to your body. Just squish them really tight to your body.
Squish.
You don't have to worry about hurting a cat. You know, just squishing them against your bodies. And there we go. We just made friends with this wonderful little cat. Look at that face. Look at that face. Squishing is your best friend when you're dealing with a cat. You basically just lean forward, squish them nice and tight. And again, I'm just squishing them into myself. We always squish that cat.
Squish. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Scuffed. I sure do. I mean, I think everybody likes a good squish every now and then. You just gotta do it right. You gotta do it when it's right. It's not always right. You gotta figure out when it's right. All right. Got it. It's in my head. It's in my head, this thing animated. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna love it. They're gonna go, Roxy, this is so good. And I'll say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for liking the crazy in my head. Right. Wild style, hello. Hello. Let's animate things on different layers and then decide how the movement will go. Or I could just draw each layer. Would I like to be squished? What's the answer? What do I say? What could I possibly say? What's the version of that would be pleasant? I'm a cat. That's like a good squish. Yeah, sometimes I don't, because sometimes I'll have a headache. It's just like, just let me decompress. I should check for coffee pot. Yeah. Uh, uh, uh. I won't do a full four-fingered hand because this is going to be an emote. It'll be squashed down. Scarf, don't be a weird boy. You don't need me to tell you that. Don't be weird boy. I really appreciate the bits. But like, if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you. You know what you're doing. All right. Focus. Don't bully me in my own goddamn channel. All right. And lighter pink inside of the hand. All right. I am coloring the glove. I'm going to put this arm on its own layer. Probably going to make the lower arm and upper arm different layers, but we'll figure this out first. I'm listening to my neighbor's father is screaming at their son, and the kid is going, "Ah! Ah!" So eventually they're going to get loud enough that you're actually going to start hearing it on the mic. It's great. I have to wear I wear a headset all the time listening to music or people chatting in streams and stuff. I can't take them off for a second or else I'll hear screaming. Screaming. Apparently raising a kid is rough. Raising two kids is also rough. All right. Yeah. It could be playing, could be not playing. Very loud. But I thank my lucky stars, they stopped playing the drums. They used to play the drums every day. And after a year, it never sounded anything similar to a lesson. So my thinking is that it stopped because it broke it. The kid probably like broke the drums or something, or like did some kind of like fantastic wrestling move and like destroyed the thing. Because I don't hear that anymore. Great. I'll take the pluses where I can. Take that as a victory. All right. Good, good, good. Kids are noisy. Yes. Yes, they are. I haven't had a kid, so but I understand it's a lot. You gotta like you can't apologize to the entire world every single time you go to the grocery store or Target because you happen to walk by the toy aisle and the kid's gotta scream their head off. I used to work at Target. I worked at Target for 7 years. Every day, there was a screaming child because they saw a toy or a toy existed somewhere. They smelled the toys and they couldn't handle it. They just couldn't handle it. And the parents couldn't actually do anything to make the kids stop. Because you can't discipline your kids anymore. So that was not so fun. But that was every day for 7 years. Screaming child, screaming child, screaming child. Yeah, not the funnest. All right, merged layer below. Right, it lives on its own layer. All right, now we're gonna do another layer, and we're gonna do the. What's next? I guess I'll do the head. Head should be its own thing. We got a hydrate from my friend Marshmallow Bits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Y'all notice that I draw really slowly. So doing an art stream is like, I mean, I think we accomplished something today. So, but I'm going to be streaming for an hour and 15 minutes more. And then we will be off for the next 2 days. And then I'll come back strong for Stardew Valley on Tuesday. Yeah, I think that's how time works. But this is going good. I'm loving this. I am enjoying it. Let's more ink lines. This song almost sounds like a chill version of Yoshimi versus the robots. And I'm here for it. This music is brought to you by Slipstream, service I pay for, so that I don't get DMCA copyright struck for doing a stream with copywritten music that's not paid for, licensed. Many times before, I have done copywritten music in here. But if I want to multi-stream to YouTube, can't. So if you hear copywritten music in here, it's because it's going to only go to Twitch. And I can do that if I really need to. But I'm looking for any chance at all to maybe make this my full-time job. I need to get way better. I need to get way more popular. Much more popular in order to call this a job. I have to do a lot better. But my growth is doing pretty good. Like I've been told by my friends that because I was an artist a long time ago, I was able to skip the time of like super low streams. But it's not easy. You gotta like advertise everywhere. You gotta like fight to make fun content every day. And then the dream thing will happen someday, that someone shares my stream with someone else. Someone says like, you know, I saw this thing today and it was fun. Maybe you should see it too. And then the magical thing will happen then. You know, the 0.00001% chance. They're like, you know, I like that. I think I want to show these other friends too. Yeah. So every success story you've ever heard of, they won the lottery in terms of engagement, discovery. They somehow magically got accepted by the algorithms, and it wound up on somebody's page, and they're like, "What's this?" And they actually looked at it, and they actually liked it. It's all these factors that are just so impossible. But yeah, I'm seeing growth in my stuff. I know I got to get way better before my unemployment runs out, or else that's it. Or else that's the last you'll see of me. And then I'll be flipping burgers somewhere and go, I was once a streamer. People actually were happy to tell me to hydrate. I remember those days so well. Yeah. That's most likely. That's most likely my future. That I have to give it up and get a full-time job doing something I hate. Like everybody else. And like how the last 20 years of my life have been. I'm gonna just scrape by doing menial labor jobs because I spent all my schooling learning art, as if art would support me. And it would. Art would support me, but I have to draw not safe for work stuff every single day. And it was a bummer. I didn't want to do that. But this is a chance, a very small chance for me to do something that's not safe for work every day. To get known. People to know about me. You never know what's going to hit. You can't control it. You can only do the best you can. And hope that somebody out there can help. All right. This is good. This is good little gremlin Roxy. I remember when I was a streamer. It was great. good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good times. Oh, I remember this trick I learned from Fat Freckles. Draw outside the lines and then just grab it later on. Eliminate the outsides of the lines. You just finished a huge dragon piece? Wolfgang, that's fantastic. Yeah. I used to tell people, I used to charge extra for dragons just because the wings and like all the armor and stuff, the armored scales, it's like extra. Like extra work to make it understandable as a dragon. Sending it on Discord? Oh, thanks. Let me check Discord. Where are you posting it? Posting it in your art? Oh, from... Ah, that's lovely. Can I do that? Can I show Wolfgang's art on stream? Can I do that? JPEG. Should be able to. I wonder why it did it as an attachment. That's odd. Huh, can't even copy it, or can I? No, can't. That's odd. It's a JPEG. I can't drag it into Clip Studio Paint. Is it a JPEG? Does it accidentally have a bunch of viruses on it and like I'm destroyed? Alright, we're doing that then. We're doing that then. I'll figure it out. Okay. There. That's the image that Wolfgang sent me. Big old dragons being fun. Yeah. That's awesome. 6 legends. Very, very cool, Wolfgang. Thanks for showing me. It's a huge JPEG. Yeah, I don't have this Discord Nitro, so it probably was like, you gotta do it as an attachment. I actually paid for Discord Nitro when I had a job. Pretty wacky. Anytime I turn on Discord, so it's like, hey, try out a free trial, a week trial of Discord. Then they take it away and they're like, all right, so are you ready to give us $100? Nope. No, I didn't use any of the things that you're providing. I still don't have a job. Can't make myself have a job in order to do that, so. Sorry. Can't believe I'm filling in the thing by hand and not just clicking a button to do it. Oh. This is why it takes me so long to draw, because I don't remember the shortcuts. No. There. Oh, that's why. We're at the top of the hour, so we're going to have our last ad for this session. So let's have a little ad, and then I will see you guys after the 3-minute ad. So on this ad, I want you to have a drink, have a stretch, have a snack, have a good rest. And then we're going to come back strong and finish more of these colors. Yeah. All right. See y'all in 3 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I grabbed a carrot stick right before coming back. Just want to have some of that crunchy orange goodness. I got myself a delicious little crunch. All right. Munch. I'm just a little munch. FWA was a bit of a drag because there was 17,000 people there. My friends just got back from Confuzzled that had 3,000 people. And they're like, it's perfect. It's fun. Anthrocon almost has their pre-reg capped, filled to the brim. So I'm trying to anticipate what that's going to be like. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully seeing my friends will be not catastrophic. But we know how things go. It's like getting surprised by stuff. You can let yourself be surprised by things, or you can prepare. Hopefully I'm prepared. Oops. I'm hoping this will shrink okay. And if not, hopefully I can use it. And it's just a fun little animated thing. Pop up every now and then. Maybe if I get a raid. Because like some people, they get a raid and then they hit a button and all these things, these bells and whistles pop out. As they're thanking people for coming on in. I don't have the button to do that. I don't know how to program it. I can make art. I can make the assets that'll pop out, but I need to figure out how to make them all pop out to celebrate people. Have a good food break, Izzy. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to be more professional. And I've only been doing this like a month. So I'm doing pretty okay from where I'm at. But if I want to make this my job, I need to figure out how to make this really good. I'm not good enough to be lazy. I'm only at the level I'm at because I worked. So I gotta keep working. I gotta make it better. And every streamer that you ever see is trying to figure it out. They're like, yep, I'm gonna try to be the best I can be. But you're gonna see plenty of videos out there from people that are like, here's how you get the views. Here's how you be the best streamer ever. Who are you? 3 rules you gotta do to be the best streamer. I've never heard of you. Number 1, don't be a furry streamer. Uh-oh. Well, that's... got some bad news for that guy. Number 2, be a semi-furry anime streamer. Glennon and resubscribe with Prime. Thank you so much for 2 months. Heckin' yeah, Glennon, thank you so much. I knew it. I knew it that I had seen you before, and that was when you originally subscribed. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm gonna give you a shout out because I remembered. I hope I don't ever forget. You were doing Factorio the other day, and I rated on you, and it was fun. Yeah, I switched my audio to a more of a happy chill because I kept getting these people saying that I had a chill voice. And I want to give people the vibe that I can do. Because I can only do what I can do. If I suddenly switch it up, that's because I'm trying something else. Yeah, if you're ever watching me and I'm doing stuff that is way different, because I'm trying something. So, it seems weird. It probably seems weird to me too. I'll probably stop doing it if it doesn't work. But it's all about finding your voice when you're new, doing a new thing. Roxy just looks sunburned. Roxy, you've been out in the sun too long. Wow, that's where all the fun is. Roxy, you gotta come inside once in a while and sleep. Okay. That was easier than I thought. My eyeshadow on here. Looks weird without the eyeshadow. You need to draw a kitty? Aww, thank you. I think you've drawn me way back in the day, and I was very appreciative. Just my look has changed. Everybody that wants to do art for me is remembering all the not safe for work stuff that I would draw. So that they would draw me in that way. So the hardest thing about rebranding, as it were, is people, gotta figure out what version of me they want. You remember the deer boy? Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that goes way back. Boniface. And came up with like one Deer Boy. And I drew them a couple times. My Game Boy stuff was gonna be like several different stories of several different couples. And I never went on with it. I wasn't sure where to take it. So I like what I did because I was able to do like a very personal story of like these of Monty Trescoon and Raleigh Roll Dog that were a gay couple, and I wanted to like make it like a legit couple story. But of course, the only place anybody wanted to see any of my work was in a not safe for work thing. So it was like, yep, there was adult stuff in it. It's like, yeah, there's that. Let's get that out of the way. Now let's focus on what I care about, the actual relationship. Oh my God, Glendinning. Yeah, that's back in the 90s. That comic was all about me explaining to the other artists and writers of the Apazine that I was in, Furthest North Crew, that I had a roleplay character, and then I had a character of who I am as an artist. I worried that like people would, if they had questions for me, they would try to talk to me like I was my happy, doofy little character, and then like not talk to me as an artist and a person. So I'm like, all right, well, let me just make a story about different versions of my personality. There's the artist self, and then there's the having fun curvy self. I was trans and I had to figure it out. I think when I came out my social media, I'm like, hey, I'm trans, is anybody surprised? And everyone's like, no. Everybody knew it. I knew it, everybody knew it. I was trans. I just didn't know how. Didn't know how to do it. Hey! DJ Squirrel, thank you so much. Rock on! Rock on, DJ Squirrel. DJ Squirrel. Oh, heckin' yeah! Here's an idea that just popped in my head. First off, shout out for my friend DJ Squirrel, who is a fantastic being. Fantastic indeed. I got to sit next to him on the gray muzzle sofa when we were both guests on that Freckles stream. TJ Scroll says, why is it called gender fluid and not transmission fluid? Yeah? Because the transmission will get you there. Yeah. So yeah. Freaking my friend Hatchie, the DJ Squirrel, fantastic entertainer, fantastic streams, very like a lot of quality is happening there. Jackbox games, Saturday mornings would not be complete without TJ Squirrel's stream, where they go over. Oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna fix that. I actually hear you, and I'm actually gonna fix it, because I've rated on someone where they didn't fix a misspelling. Damn, there it is. DJ Squirrel. Saturday morning would not be complete without DJ Squirrel's stream, where they get to look at the 80s. They have cereal crunch and fun 80s cartoon. So yeah, it's fantastic. Everything old is new again. It's a beautiful, fun time. And also, after the stream, I'm not sure what time, but they're going to be doing a Picardo, a non-Twitch stream, where they're showing off the H-Bomb from Second Life. H-Bomb from Second Life, that is where we're going to be playing a lot of fantastic fantastic mashups from DJ Squirrel. You thought you liked mashups before, you're gonna like them even more with the way DJ Squirrel spins them in his club, his fantastic club. And I'm gonna try to be there. Probably not in Second Life. I'll probably just be in the audience with y'all. I have to probably get on to Second Life, but I don't think I'd remember how to move my character enough to get there, or had hit the button to make my character dance. I kind of did the VR chat instead, but you know what? A lot of old friends are going to be there, including Wolf Kid, Ken Sample, Ken Cougar. It's going to be a fun time. I just want to say hi to my old friend. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Thanks, DJ Squirrel. Fantastic hearing you today on Freckles' stream. Blah. Yeah. Hey, it's a huge release and relief to be dumb on a stream. I love it. My character is not known for her brains. That's going to be its own layer. All right. That is the head. Head's going to like rotate slightly a couple frames and then switch to the other side. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. And because it's animation, I need to like make it more visible on layers that are not there. Because as it animates, we'll see edges that are not visible on the first frame. Yeah. Chest. Vest or jacket. Oh, hi, Spider Goof. We're going all right. I'm trying to make an animated thing by making layers. I'm gonna make a little dancey, little dancey thing. So we're making the layers that are gonna like rotate and animate and things like that. Yeah. Meow. We're doing good. I'm only gonna be streaming for another half hour. But tonight I'm gonna be hanging out in Picardo with DJ Squirrel. Yeah. I'll have a nice little dinner too. Yeah. Friday was a lot of fun. Getting to hang out with friends in VR chat. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna take off on Saturday and Sunday and spend that time adding a new redeem system called the Twitch integrated throwing system. So you can abuse my VTuber by throwing things at it. And that's another way you can use channel points to get my attention. You can throw things at my head, and I go ugh. I tested it out a little bit. It looks great. I just gotta finish up some setup stuff, make it work real good. Cause I can set it up on my my talking screen where I'm in the center of the screen, but then I switch over to here, and it's still thinking I'm in the center of the screen. Like it's not smart enough to know when I switch scenes, my character's in a new place. I need to figure that out. Because it would be hilarious if items flew towards the middle of the screen and then I twitched as if I got hit. But yeah. So gotta fix it up. Where am I at? What am I doing? Who are you? What are these noises? Alright. Jacket. Jacket. Your jacket is now dry. Ooh, let's see how horrendous that looks. I forgot to color her nose. I like making her nose two colors and then there's a highlight on the top. Why? It seemed neat. It was something that was in the artifacting of me taking a photo of my VTuber. My VR chat avatar, and then trying to take the colors and make them more simple. I'm like, hey, that looks neat. Then I incorporated it into my avatar. I know I have more songs than this. It just seems like it's rotating through 3 songs. But I have like 20 in there. Boom. Professional. I love it. Look at that. Look at that snoot. Look at that snoot. I am very happy with that. I think that works great. Now let me see if I can make the jacket work. Jacket is barely going to be visible. Something that will roughly be in view a little bit at the time. Doesn't seem right. Is that the right color? That doesn't seem right. I guess it's the right color. Huh. Yeah. Fun little critter. When it's animated and hopping around, it's going to be great. Maybe I'll keep the jacket and the chest the same. No, because the chest needs to be more animated than the jacket. Okay. Chest is gonna go blah, 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 blah. But hopefully not in a way that is against TOS. I just want it to go like down, up, down, up, down, up. Like this. Hey, Captain Mimikyu MVP, thank you so much for following. We're having a fun little day doing art. Hopefully, I can animate this character, and then it'll be a fun time. I just want to have a little fun little dancey bump, 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 bump. Little back and forth thing. Yeah. I don't want to have it do much more than like a couple of frames of parts being animated and then flip to a reverse. Something simple. Something simple. I don't need much. Just something silly. Hair. Head. I don't want to put the shadow on the hair. I don't want to do that. I don't know what will be visible. There. Yeah. Happy little critter doing a groove, doing a little wiggle. All right. Arm. Arm time. All right. Make all these layers invisible. Bum, 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 bum. Womp. Womp, 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 womp. Now the arm. Far arm. I don't know if this is how you do it, but I'm with anything in art, it is just try this. Is it what you like? No. Try something else. There's no other way to do it. There's taking advice. There's like watching videos. There's like looking at tutorials and things. But like, just take it or leave it. Either you like it or you don't. For any kind of instructional thing. Hurry Romo, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm making a little dancey. Making a little dancey meet. And I'm animating each piece on a different layer. Yeah. I hope it works out. I don't know if it will. But I don't need to do much. I just need it to do a good wiggle. A satisfying wiggle. Roxy, did a good job on the wiggle. Would like to report your wiggle is performing well. People love the wiggle. Yes. Yeah, see, there's a little dancey right there, Spider Goof. You wanted to do it to express a little wiggle. Is good wiggle. So, my goal is to make a good wiggle. You're back with pasta? Fantastic. I had pasta for lunch. It's cheap and lovely. When I go shopping, I get like fried chicken. Then I put some fried chicken in the old air fryer. And that's a fun meal with some microwave veggies. I made some bacon and egg sandwiches that'll be great to pop in the old air fryer in the mornings. What do I want to eat after this? I guess more pasta? I made a huge batch. I make a whole box. And then I just have little meals out of it over time. Yeah. Whatever works, day by day. Alright, good. This music would be great for like exercising, ASMR or something. In with the good energy, out with the bad energy. Is that me? Is that what I can do? 'Cause I can only do what I can do. If that's it, then I gotta do it. We'll see, I guess. Faraway arm. Bump, 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 bum. Alright, yeah. We're jamming out. Yeah. Awesome. I love it. I guess I could do the lighter pink for the chest and the belly. Alright, so that is going to be chest, so let's figure out the shape of the chest, the belly. Remove the chest for a second, make the belly happen. Hi, Fishky. Welcome, welcome. We don't have much left. But, yeah. We're gonna finish strong. Alright. Chest and belly gone. And then we're gonna do this leg. King Butt Stallion, subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much, King Butt Stallion. Thank you so much. Vishki, I am drawing a fun dancy emote. This little critter is going to have animated arm, head, leg for a couple frames, and then it's going to flip to a mirror image of itself, and then those frames will like repeat. So it's going to be like a little... Yeah. Freckles just raided? Heckin' yeah. Wow, Freckles was going for a long time today. That is a long... I hope he did really, really well, as their goal today was making sure that they got enough support for Tyel's mom's medical bills. I hope that went really well. Freckles raised like $1,000 in 6 hours. That is fantastic. Such a talented artist. I'm going to do another shout out for my friend. That is a fantastic, victorious thing. Yeah. Total was 11,111, including today. Yeah. Fantastic. I'll eventually have to start doing that here too. I'm not looking forward to it. I figured that I would spend some time on trying to get some following first, before I fill up my time asking for help with my own medical bills. Because I don't think that my financial assistance thing is going to go through. I'll figure it out on my own. But yeah, I want to take a success where I can. I want to get to put up a Ko-Fi. Yeah. Yep, I can do that. Have a water. Thank you, Harris. We got like 13 minutes left. I have off the next 2 days. I want to spend that time getting more progress done on this animated emote and incorporating the Twitch integrated throwing system into my stream so people can bully me. Cause I think everything is sweet and peaceful. But people want to give me a poke every now and then, so I'm gonna let them do that in safe and happy ways. So I want to make that available. Yeah, well that's good, King Butt Stallion. Do you want? I'm gonna give a shout out to King Butt Stallion. I didn't know that you streamed. You were playing Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be on my wish list forever. Because I know, like, to make a game like that, it just took endless playtesting, endless time, endless effort to make that game. Yeah. Huh. You haven't in a long time, but you need to get on it again? Okay. You're a friend. You forget to turn on OBS? Yeah. Just like, I can't play a game without friends being able to, like, look at it. Or just be able to keep talking to people. To, like, I can't imagine what it would be like to walk away from my PC and then turn on like a Game Boy or something. Play a game without people seeing it. It's like weird. I should probably go back to it and figure it out. Because I think that there's fun to be had. And I'm not letting myself enjoy it. You're waiting on the final update for Baldur's Gate 3 because it broke all your mods? Oh, waiting for them to update them all, even though I'm sure I'm gonna have to do a fresh start save. Yeah. Like the more complex a game is, the more complex the mods are. I lucked out with the 34 mods I have in Stardew Valley because they're all from the same place, and they all say like, in order to do this mod, you have to install these 3 mods. And this one you have to do these 4 mods, because they all depend on these things all being installed. So I don't even know what the base game was. I've never even seen it, but I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. Having a good time with it. It's the final patch. Yep, that's it. That final patch is the last one. Bum, 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 bum. crossplay and the mods better compatible now, but it's the final patch. Yeah, they need to switch gears on the next game. Yeah, this will be a dancey dance. I got one leg up and one leg down. One leg close, one leg back. I mean, one arm to the back. Yeah. 8 minutes left. I don't have time to... Alright. I got one more push. One last push. I got this. Player. Okay. Chest, jacket, arm. I gotta make the butt. Oh wait, no, because the leg has its own thing. I just removed a tool. Can we not have that? Is that a... No? Well, that sucks. How do I bring the tool back? I don't need two of the same item. Uh-oh. I need that. Can I have that, please? I dragged something into it, onto something else, and I removed the tool. Wow. Well, that's great. I need that. Okay. You can't... Oh! Hello, JBoo123. Thank you so much for coming in. We had a fun art day today. 6'1", yeah. I am 6'1". Eventually I'll be 6 feet wide, unless I start losing some weight. Yeah, 185 centimeters. I mean, if that's how the math works out. Happy Catter Day. Happy Catter Day, everybody. Yeah, I'm a tall one. My character is short. Oh my god, I can't. My tool is gone. How do I do this? No. That sucks. My tool is gone. Okay. I'll try to do this with a new tool. My tool is gone. Roxy Cube. Alright. Let me raid out before I do any more travesties. But yeah, just a little. We're getting it. We're getting it. More progress on it. Hopefully, next time you see this, it'll be done, and it'll just be something you can just grab. Symmetry. Yeah, I want to have this so that like it'll work in reverse. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Yes. Let's raid out, shall we? Let's switch over to our talking screen. Yeah. Let's do that. Let me make sure that my stuff is working. Yeah. I hope y'all had a great day. I had a fantastic day myself. I needed some time to just slow my roll and get everything rolling just right. Countdown, end credits, roll credits live. Right. Alright, let's raid out. Let's make a raid message. What's my raid message? Raid time icon. Boom. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's find someone fun to raid. Because raiding is super important. Raiding is so important because that got me the chance to make all these friends. These new streamer friends. Yeah. Yep. I got you, J-Boo. Yeah, 6'1". I'm chubby. I didn't used to be chubby. I want to lose some of what I got. The sitting and streaming thing, turns out you put on weight if you just do that without exercise. So I need to change all of that. Let's figure out who to raid. Alright, we're gonna raid on my Gunpla making friend. Let me... Yeah. I have tons of viewers though. Let me see if I can find someone that really needs it. No, I don't have anybody else. Yep, that's it. V it is. My Gunpla making friend from the UK. V, the Gunpla Fuffy. Thanks for the follow, J-Boo. We're gonna raid on out.